Your wait is over, and God's plan is unfolding before your very eyes. You have long anticipated this moment, felt the heaviness of waiting, and perhaps even doubted if the promises made to you would ever come to fruition. But here's the truth. You were always meant to wait, for in the waiting the seeds of your destiny were being planted. God in His infinite wisdom operates in perfect timing. Your thoughts, your words, and your actions have created a magnetic force that draws to you everything that is necessary for your growth and manifestation. You see, you are not simply a passive observer in this unfolding. You are the co-creator of your own reality. The desire you hold in your heart, that longing for fulfillment, is not a mere wish. It is a divine signal, a reflection of what is already yours, waiting to be claimed. The thoughts you think today are the keys that unlock the doors to your future. Understand this: the delay you felt was not a denial, it was preparation. In this time you were being shaped and molded into the person who could receive the blessings that were always intended for you. You are now ready, for you have been refined through patience, and you have grown stronger with each challenge faced. God's plan unfolds not in the way you expect, but in the way that aligns with your highest good. And while the path may seem unclear at times, trust that every step you take, whether you understand it or not, is taking you closer to your divine destiny. The universe does not operate on your timetable, but on the perfect rhythm of divine timing. As the fog lifts and the vision becomes clear, you will see that everything has been orchestrated to bring you exactly what you need when you need it. You are no longer waiting in vain. You are stepping into your birthright. Your desires are coming to you because they are a reflection of who you are becoming, and who you are becoming is aligned with the truth of who you are in the eyes of God. Know this: the journey, the waiting, the preparation were all steps in your personal transformation. The version of you that stands here today is not the same person who began this journey. You have evolved, you have ascended, and now as the fullness of God's plan unfolds, you step into the life that you have always known was meant for you. It is not a dream far off in the distance. It is right here, right now, unfolding before your eyes. What you have waited for is no longer in the future. It is here, in the present moment, made manifest by your own belief and unwavering trust in the process. The seeds that were planted have now grown into the magnificent life that is yours. Everything is aligning perfectly, just as it was meant to be. So, do not look back. Do not second guess the process. Everything that is happening for you, and everything that is meant for you is already on its way. You have waited, you have trusted, and now you are walking into the divine unfolding of God's perfect plan. Your time is now. Your wait is over, and God's plan is unfolding before your very eyes. You have carried your desires, hopes, and dreams for so long, and yet it seemed as though time stretched on without any sign of movement, as though your prayers had gone unheard. But now, in this very moment, you are standing on the precipice of everything that you have believed for. Everything that has been promised to you is about to manifest in ways that you could never have fully imagined, because the divine has its own perfect timing, its own flawless rhythm that can't be rushed or hurried. You see, the delay you felt was never a rejection, but a process that was shaping and preparing you for the life you are about to step into. As human beings, we often become impatient when the desires of our hearts seem so distant, yet in the quiet moments, in the time of waiting, we are being attuned to a frequency of divine alignment. This waiting is not in vain. It is a necessary part of your transformation, of your evolution into the person who is capable of receiving the blessings that have always been meant for you. What you must understand is that your desires are not merely wishes or fleeting thoughts. They are part of the divine order, a reflection of the infinite potential that exists within you. God's plan, though unseen, has always been at work in your life, and it has been unfolding in ways you could never have imagined. While you may have looked around and seen others achieve what you longed for, while you may have questioned why your moment hadn't yet arrived, understand this: your journey is uniquely yours. The universe does not measure time in the way that you do, and the perfect timing for you to step into your destiny may differ from the timing of others, but that does not diminish the fact that your time is now. In the waiting, you have been prepared for this very moment. In the quiet, in the silence, in the stillness, you have been reshaped and remade. The divine timing that governs the unfolding of your life does not operate on the linear constraints of time that you are familiar with. You are being drawn into a higher realm of awareness where your inner knowing is aligned with God's will and everything is being orchestrated to perfection. What may have seemed like silence, what may have felt like the absence of movement, was actually the most powerful force at work within you and around you. Every thought, every emotion, every step you took during this time of waiting was an integral part of the divine preparation that was occurring. As you moved through this period of seeming stagnation, you were not stagnant at all. No, you were being prepared for the greatness that was waiting for you. Your thoughts, your beliefs, your inner state were being fine-tuned to match the frequency of what you are now ready to receive. You have shed old layers, you have released old patterns, and you have allowed yourself to grow. The person you were when you first began this journey is not the same as the person who stands before the manifestation of your dreams. You have evolved, you have become stronger, more resilient, more capable of receiving the fullness of your blessings. This waiting period was not a sign of a lack of movement, but rather a time of great inner movement. The universe was shifting things behind the scenes, rearranging circumstances, and preparing the right people, the right opportunities, the right moments, all to align perfectly with the person you are becoming. It is in the waiting that you have built the foundation upon which your dreams will stand. You have become more than ready for what is about to unfold. God's plan for you has always been in motion. The divine knew what was coming for you long before you ever imagined it. Everything you have gone through, every challenge, every setback, every moment of doubt was all a part of the journey that was necessary to bring you to this point. The challenges you faced were not meant to break you, they were meant to strengthen you. They were meant to show you that you are capable of overcoming anything, and through them you have grown into a person who is now worthy of the blessings that are about to pour into your life. The universe does not reward weakness, but it honors strength, perseverance, and faith. Your desires are not mere fantasies. They are the divine expression of your highest self, and they are already on their way to you. The energy that you have put into your dreams, the thoughts that you have held in your mind, the belief that you have cultivated in your heart, have all been magnetic forces drawing your desires toward you. And now you are in alignment with the divine. You have risen to a frequency where what you desire is now ready to manifest. Your wait was not a delay in the sense that you may have thought. It was the perfect incubation period, the necessary gestation time that ensured you were fully prepared for everything that is now arriving. As you stand here today in this very moment, you must recognize that your desires are no longer just dreams. They are your reality. You may not see all the details yet, but trust that everything you need to step into the fullness of your life is already in motion. The right people are coming into your life, the right opportunities are presenting themselves, and everything is aligning perfectly according to God's divine timing. Your job now is to hold fast to your belief and trust in the unfolding of the plan. In moments of doubt or impatience, return to the truth that everything is working in your favor. The divine timing of your life does not need to be rushed. It does not need to be pushed. It is unfolding exactly as it should. You have done the work, you have believed, you have trusted, and now everything you have asked for is coming to you in ways that are more wonderful than you could have imagined. God is not a God of delays, He is a God of perfect timing. And everything that you have been waiting for is now within your reach. You are now stepping into the fullness of your divine inheritance. What was once a dream is now becoming your reality. It is your time to experience the fruits of your labor, to experience the rewards of your faith, and to witness the manifestation of your desires. You may not know exactly how it will all unfold, but you must trust in the process. Trust that it is unfolding in the most perfect way. Your desires are no longer far off in the future. They are here, they are now, and they are unfolding before your eyes in ways that will surprise you. Your job is to continue to hold fast to your belief, to continue to trust in the divine order, and to remain open to the miracles that are about to come into your life. God has never left you alone in this journey. He has been with you every step of the way, guiding, protecting, and preparing you for this very moment. And now His plan for you is unfolding in ways that are beyond your understanding. What you once thought was impossible is now becoming possible. What you once thought was a distant dream is now your present reality. You are no longer waiting. You are stepping into your greatness. You are stepping into the life that you have always known was meant for you. The universe is ready to deliver. The doors are opening and you are walking through them. The time for waiting is over. The time for receiving is now. Your desires are here, and God's plan is unfolding perfectly before your eyes. As you stand in this moment filled with anticipation and excitement, it is essential that you fully understand the magnitude of what is happening. Your wait has not been in vain, and God's plan has been at work every step of the way, silently, steadily, and powerfully. While it may have felt like a season of silence, this period was filled with subtle shifts that were preparing you for the life you are about to step into. You have spent so much of your time looking for external signs, wondering when it would happen, when your desires would materialize. But what you must realize is that it has always been unfolding. It has been unfolding within you, within your thoughts, your beliefs, your actions. Every single moment has led you to this point. And now, as the pieces of your divine destiny begin to fall into place, you will begin to see that your waiting was the foundation for everything that is about to unfold. This is the divine rhythm at work in your life, a perfect timing beyond human understanding. You may have questioned the delays, the obstacles, the waiting period, but those very things were necessary to shape you into the person who could truly step into what God has prepared for you. You have been equipped, refined, and strengthened. What you are about to receive is not just a reward. It is the divine manifestation of everything you have been aligning yourself with all along. You have planted the seeds, and now the harvest is ready. The waiting period has taught you valuable lessons. It has taught you the power of patience, the strength that comes with trusting in a process that you could not yet see. In the quiet moments, when doubt crept in, you held on to hope. In the darkness, when things seemed uncertain, you trusted in the light. Every moment of uncertainty was actually a moment of growth. You were being prepared for this moment of revelation. When the truth of what you've always known becomes clear, your time has come. You must remember, everything in life operates according to divine laws. What you focus on expands. What you believe to be true manifests. And now your beliefs are aligning with the truth that everything you have asked for is coming to you. The universe works with you, not against you. And every prayer you have uttered, every vision you have held in your heart has been answered. It is only now that the answer is beginning to materialize in ways that will astound you. What you have waited for is not just the result of your own efforts, but the result of divine orchestration. Things have been moving in your favor, even when you couldn't see it, even when it felt like nothing was happening. You were being prepared for what was always yours. And now, as you stand on the threshold, it is time to embrace what is about to unfold. It is time to step into the realization of your deepest desires. The universe works through you. You are an instrument of divine creation. Your thoughts, your feelings, your intentions are magnetic forces that attract the energy of the universe. Every moment of your waiting, every moment of faith and patience was magnetizing the right experiences, the right people, the right opportunities, all to you. The universe does not operate in chaos, but in perfect order, a grand design that aligns everything perfectly at the right time. This is why, even when things seemed uncertain, they were moving according to a plan far greater than your understanding. Now that your wait is over, it is important to understand that this moment is not a fluke or a coincidence. This is the result of your inner work, your consistency, your faith in the unseen. You have already prepared yourself for the next chapter of your life, and you are now fully capable of receiving what has been held back until now. Your desires are no longer distant dreams. They are tangible realities that are unfolding with each passing moment. The doors that once seemed locked are now wide open, and all you have to do is walk through them. In every chapter of your life, there are moments where things may seem still, where progress appears slow. But this stillness is a sign of transformation. It is the quiet before the storm of blessings. And when those blessings come, they will come in waves, sweeping over you in ways you have not yet fully imagined. You have been through trials, and through those trials you have built resilience. You have been through heartbreak, and from that heartbreak you have found your strength. You have faced setbacks, and from those setbacks you have discovered a well of untapped potential. All of these experiences have worked together, molding you into the person you are today, a person who is now capable of receiving the abundance that is about to flow into your life. It is essential that you understand that the moment you have been waiting for is not just about the manifestation of external circumstances. It is about the shift that has taken place within you. Your mind has been transformed. Your spirit has been aligned with the divine, and now you are in perfect alignment with the blessings that are being released into your life. The external world must always reflect the inner state, and now that your inner state is in harmony with the divine plan, your external world must follow suit. But remember, it is not enough to simply wait. It is not enough to sit passively and expect things to happen. You must take action in alignment with what you are manifesting. You must act as if what you desire is already yours. When you move with the belief that everything you need is already on its way, you create an energy of openness, of readiness. This is how you begin to step into the life that has always been intended for you. It is time to release all doubts, to let go of all fears, and to step boldly into the fullness of what God has prepared for you. You are not just stepping into a life of abundance. You are stepping into your divine destiny. You are becoming who you were always meant to be. And in doing so, you will witness the unfolding of blessings that will surpass your wildest expectations. As you move forward, remember that the journey is never about perfection. It is about trust. Trust in the timing of God. Trust in the process, and trust that everything you desire is already on its way to you. There will be moments of uncertainty, but in those moments, remind yourself of the truth, that your waiting was never in vain. You have already done the work. You have already shown the universe that you are ready, and now everything you have been waiting for is ready to meet you where you are. The divine timing at play in your life is far greater than any human understanding can comprehend. And while you may have questioned why things took so long, why the desires of your heart seemed just out of reach, understand this: what is meant for you will always come to you. And now, as the veil lifts and the path ahead becomes clear, you will see that it was always unfolding. The wait was never about lack. It was about preparation. And now that preparation has brought you to the threshold of your greatness. Your desires are no longer a distant dream. They are your reality, unfolding right before your eyes. Everything that you have hoped for, prayed for, and worked toward is coming into fruition. The time is now. The universe is aligning with your desires. God's plan is unfolding perfectly, and you are right where you need to be. This is your time. This is your moment. The wait is over, and everything you have longed for is about to be made manifest. Your faith, your patience, and your perseverance have brought you here, and now as God's plan unfolds in your life, embrace the blessings that are already on their way. Step forward with confidence, with joy, and with gratitude. The life you have always dreamed of is now your reality. As you stand at this moment, feeling the anticipation of everything about to unfold, there is a deep sense of peace within you. You have always known that your desires were meant for you, that everything you have longed for would eventually make its way into your life. The time you spent in the waiting room, the moments of uncertainty, all of those experiences were essential. They were the quiet preparations that allowed you to grow, to strengthen, to align yourself with the greatness that was waiting for you. You may not have seen the full picture before, but now, as you stand on the brink of receiving the fruits of your labor, it becomes clear that your waiting was never a waste. Every moment, every step, every thought, every prayer you uttered was a part of this divine plan unfolding. God's timing is perfect, and what may have seemed like a delay was actually a time of deep refinement. The world around you may have appeared still, but within you things were shifting. You were being prepared to handle the fullness of what was coming your way. The universe was moving all things into place, aligning people, events, and opportunities to create the perfect conditions for your desires to manifest. What you need to understand now is that the time for waiting is over. Your moment is here. As you look back at the journey that brought you to this point, realize that each experience, no matter how challenging or joyful, was necessary. Every setback, every disappointment, every moment of doubt, they were all part of the divine process. Through them, you gained wisdom, patience, and faith. These qualities are now a part of you, and they will guide you as you step forward into your new life. You have learned to trust in a power greater than yourself, to lean on faith even when things seemed uncertain. And now, as the fruits of your labor begin to manifest, you will see that nothing was ever wasted. Every step, every action, every thought that aligned with your purpose brought you closer to this moment. It was all part of God's grand plan for you. Even in the most difficult moments, the unseen hand of destiny was guiding you, shaping you, preparing you for the blessings that are now unfolding. It is important to recognize that your waiting has also been about transformation. The person you were at the start of this journey is not the person you are today. Through the challenges you faced, you were forged into a stronger, wiser, more resilient being. Your faith has deepened, your belief in yourself has grown, and now you stand in the fullness of who you are meant to be. Your desires are no longer distant dreams. They are now the reality that is unfolding before you. You may wonder how this shift happens, how all the pieces of your life suddenly begin to fall into place. The answer lies within the law of attraction and the power of your own thoughts and beliefs. Every moment that you spent focusing on your desires, trusting that they would come to you, was actively working to bring them into your experience. The universe is not a passive entity. It is constantly responding to the vibration you send out. When you align your thoughts, feelings, and actions with your desires, you activate a powerful force that draws everything into your life that is in harmony with your vision. This is why your waiting period was not a time of idleness, but rather a time of preparation. It was during this time that you were honing your ability to visualize, to feel the emotions of already having what you desire. You were practicing faith, practicing gratitude, and trusting that everything was working out for your good, even when the evidence was not yet visible. And now, as the manifestations of your desires begin to unfold, you will see that all the work you did in the unseen realm has now materialized in the physical world. This is how the universe operates: through your belief, your faith, and your ability to hold the vision of what you desire in your mind and heart. Everything is created first in the mind before it can be seen in the physical world. And so as you held that vision, as you believed in the promise of your dreams, the universe began to align with that vision. The people, the resources, the opportunities, everything began to move in your favor. The wait, the silence, the stillness. It was all part of the unfolding of this divine plan. You must trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Even when things seemed unclear, even when you felt uncertain, you were still on the path that was meant for you. The journey is never linear. There are twists and turns, pauses and detours, but every step is leading you closer to your destination. You are exactly where you need to be right now, and everything that has happened so far has been preparing you for this very moment. As the manifestation of your desires begins to unfold, you may feel overwhelmed, excited, or even unsure of how to proceed. This is normal. When we finally receive what we've been waiting for, it can feel like a flood of emotions, a whirlwind of new possibilities. But remember, this is exactly what you've been praying for, and now that it's here, you must embrace it fully. You must receive it with gratitude, knowing that it is your birthright to experience the abundance and blessings that are now flowing into your life. Now more than ever, it is important to keep your focus clear. You must continue to align yourself with the energy of your desires. This is not the time to doubt or second guess. It is the time to act as if you already have what you desire. Feel the joy, the excitement, the fulfillment of your desires already being yours. When you align yourself with the feeling of having already received your blessings, you create a powerful force of magnetism that attracts even more blessings into your life. Understand that this is just the beginning. The universe is always expanding, always creating, always bringing more to you. As you step into the life you've been waiting for, know that more is on its way. This is the nature of divine abundance. It never runs out. It is infinite, always flowing, always giving. And now that you have opened yourself to receive, you will find that the blessings will continue to pour in. So as you step forward, as you embrace the unfolding of your divine plan, remember that your waiting was not in vain. It was a process of alignment, of becoming the person who could receive all that you have asked for. Your faith, your patience, your belief in what you could not yet see, all of these were the tools that allowed you to align with the divine flow of abundance. Now that you are in alignment, now that you have opened yourself to receive, there is nothing standing in your way. Everything you have desired is on its way to you, and the only thing left to do is to step into it fully, to embrace it with open arms, and to know with certainty that your time has come. Your waiting has ended. The divine plan is now unfolding in your life, and it is more beautiful and abundant than you ever imagined. Take a deep breath, feel the excitement rising within you, and know that you are walking into the life that was always meant for you. Your desires are no longer a distant dream. They are your reality now. Embrace it, welcome it, and step boldly into this new chapter of your life. The universe is ready to meet you where you are. As you take your first steps into this new phase of your life, it is important to remember that every part of this journey was part of your divine design. Nothing that you have experienced up until now has been by chance. Every trial, every test, every moment of feeling as though you were standing in the dark waiting for something to happen, these were the essential moments that shaped your soul, refined your character, and brought you to the precise point in time where you now stand. This moment is not just a random occurrence. It is the culmination of your faith, your persistence, and your unwavering belief that the best is yet to come. Throughout your journey, you may have questioned why things took so long, why it felt like you were always just one step away from your dreams, but never fully realizing them. It was in those moments of frustration that you were actually learning the most valuable lessons. You were learning to trust, to believe when belief seemed impossible, to have faith even when the world around you appeared to be in chaos. Your mind was being prepared to hold the greater good, to hold the abundance that is now coming into your life. Many people go through life believing that if something hasn't manifested by a certain time, it may never come. They see time as the enemy, as a limit that confines their dreams and desires. But time is not your enemy, it is your ally. Time is the vehicle that carries your dreams from the unseen world into the physical realm. It is through time that your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs are woven together to create the experiences you desire. The waiting period was never a waste. It was the essential preparation for what was to come. In those moments when you felt like giving up, when you questioned if it would ever happen, you were being shaped in ways that you may not have been able to understand at the time. The strength you have now, the courage, the clarity of vision, these qualities were cultivated during those times of waiting. You were not just waiting for things to happen, you were becoming the person who was ready to receive them. The delay was never a denial, it was the divine unfolding, a process of aligning your inner state with the outer manifestation of your desires. Now, as the manifestation of your dreams begins to materialize, you will see that it was all worth it. You may have doubted yourself, your dreams, or the process at times, but now you can look back and see that everything was moving in the right direction, even when you couldn't see it. The universe was always working behind the scenes, moving things into place. You were always being guided, always being directed toward your highest good. The doubts, the frustrations, the questions, these were simply signs that your faith was being tested. And with each test, you became stronger, more resilient, more aligned with the flow of abundance. When you look back on your waiting period, you will see that it was more than just a time of anticipation, it was a time of transformation. Your thoughts were shifting, your beliefs were evolving, and you were learning to trust in the unseen forces that were guiding you. This is the magic of the universe. It doesn't require your understanding of how everything works. All it asks of you is that you believe, that you trust, and that you remain open to the unfolding of your dreams. The key now is to remain in this state of trust. As you begin to witness the manifestation of your desires, you must hold your focus. Do not allow doubt or fear to creep back in. The moment you begin to second-guess the process, you begin to slow down the very momentum that has already started. The universe responds to your vibration, and if you continue to align with the energy of your desires, they will continue to flow toward you. The key is to hold the vision of your desires with a sense of calm and certainty, knowing that everything is happening in perfect timing. You see, the divine timing at play in your life is always unfolding for your highest good. Every moment, every event, every interaction is part of the plan to bring you to this very moment. Your waiting was not for nothing. It was the process of aligning you with the divine flow of abundance that is now pouring into your life. The wait is over, but the unfolding has just begun. Your dreams are coming to fruition, and with each passing moment, you will see more and more of the picture coming into focus. You may be tempted to rush, to push things forward, but trust in the divine flow. Everything is happening at the perfect pace. There is no need to rush or to worry. The universe has already begun the work of bringing everything into alignment. Your job is to remain in a state of gratitude, to continue to focus on the feeling of having already received your desires, and to trust that they are already on their way. There is a power within you that has been quietly working throughout this entire process, even when you didn't realize it. This power is the power of belief, the power of your thoughts and emotions to shape your reality. When you held the vision of what you wanted, when you spoke those words of faith, when you believed in the impossible, you activated this power. And now that power is in full swing, bringing everything you've asked for into your life. It's important to recognize that the universe is constantly responding to you. It is a mirror, reflecting your thoughts, your beliefs, and your emotions. What you focus on expands. What you believe to be true becomes your reality. And now that you are in alignment with your desires, you will find that things begin to manifest at an accelerated rate. Opportunities will arise that you hadn't even considered. People will show up who will support your journey, and doors will open that you never imagined were there. You must also remember that this is just the beginning. Your dreams are not just a destination. They are a stepping stone to even greater things. As you embrace the life that is unfolding, know that the universe is always expanding, always providing, always giving more. The abundance you are experiencing now is only the beginning of an even greater flow of blessings. As you continue to walk in alignment with your purpose, the universe will continue to deliver more and more to you. So what you need to do now is simple. Trust. Trust in the process. Trust that your desires are already yours. Trust that the universe is working on your behalf, even when you can't see all the moving pieces. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be and that everything is unfolding perfectly. The wait is over. The time for action is now. But your job is not to force things to happen. It is to stay in the flow, to stay in alignment with the truth that everything is already working out for you. The waiting was not about patience alone. It was about growth. You have grown into the person who can now fully receive the blessings that are being poured into your life. You have learned to trust, to believe, and to be patient with the process. And now that the moment has arrived, you must step forward in full faith, knowing that everything you've dreamed of is already on its way. You are ready, you are aligned, and the time has come for you to step into the abundant life that is waiting for you. The manifestation of your desires is not an end, but a new beginning. It is a confirmation that everything you have worked for, everything you have believed in, is coming to fruition. It is proof that the universe responds to your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. And now that the manifestations are beginning to appear, you will know that there is more to come. There is no limit to what you can receive. As you continue to trust, to believe, and to stay aligned, you will see that this is just the beginning of a beautiful and abundant journey. Your wait is over and your time has come. Step forward in faith and watch as your desires unfold before your eyes. Trust that the universe has heard your prayers, felt your desires, and is now bringing them into your reality. Everything is in perfect alignment. The divine plan is unfolding. Your dreams are coming true. Now it's time for you to receive the abundant blessings that are yours. You have arrived at the threshold of your divine destiny, and every moment leading up to this has been leading to this very moment. It's almost as if you've been in the dark waiting for the light to break through, and now, at long last, you can see the rays shining, illuminating the path ahead of you. You may not have always understood the process, but in this very moment, you realize that the waiting was not a test of time, but a test of your faith. It was never about the passing of the days, but about the strengthening of your inner knowing, the deepening of your trust in the unseen forces that are always working on your behalf. The feeling you're experiencing right now, this mixture of anticipation, excitement, and wonder, this is the beginning of your new chapter. It's like you've been walking in the wilderness, feeling alone, uncertain, but still holding on to the belief that there was something greater ahead. And now you stand on the brink of something extraordinary. The time is now, and the waiting is over. Everything you've been dreaming of, every desire you've been holding in your heart, is finally about to manifest in the physical world. As you reflect on all the challenges and hardships you've faced, it's important to see them for what they truly were, opportunities for growth. Every moment that seemed like a setback, every moment where it felt like you were being held back, was actually preparing you for this moment of breakthrough. The person you are now is not the same person you were when you first started this journey. You have become stronger, wiser, and more aligned with your true purpose. Every difficulty, every challenge has been an opportunity to refine your beliefs, strengthen your resilience, and deepen your trust in the process. Now, all of that is paying off. The waiting has created the space for your soul to expand, to prepare for the fullness of the blessings that are about to unfold. The journey you've been on wasn't just about achieving your desires, it was about becoming the person who can fully embrace them. You've had to learn to surrender control, to trust the process, and to let go of any resistance you may have had. But as you now step into this new phase, you can see that there was no need to rush. The universe was working at its own pace. Now that the time is right, you are fully prepared to receive everything that is coming your way. You may still feel a sense of disbelief. How can this all be happening now? How is it that things are finally falling into place after all this time? But this is the nature of the divine. It's never too late. The universe doesn't operate on human time, it operates on divine timing. And what you've been waiting for is exactly what you've been prepared for. The years of waiting, the doubts, the confusion, they were all part of the divine plan to lead you to this very moment. It was all necessary for your growth, for your readiness to receive the abundance and blessings that are about to enter your life. It's important to acknowledge that the waiting period was not just about the physical manifestation of your desires. It was also about cultivating the mental and emotional state required to hold them. The universe has been preparing you to step into a new version of yourself, one who is capable of holding and receiving the blessings that are on their way. You are being called to step into your power, to embrace your divine nature, and to walk forward in full faith, knowing that everything you have been waiting for is now being delivered. Now that you have reached this moment, it's time to take action. The time for waiting is over, but this doesn't mean that you sit back and do nothing. Instead, it means that you step forward with confidence and trust, knowing that the universe is working in your favor. You must continue to hold the vision of your desires, to continue speaking words of faith, and to continue aligning yourself with the vibration of your dreams. This is the time for action. Action rooted in trust. Action rooted in belief. Action rooted in the knowing that your desires are already on their way to you. The energy you put out into the world is what will attract your desires into your life. If you continue to vibrate at the frequency of doubt or fear, you will find that your manifestations take longer to materialize. But if you choose to remain aligned with the truth that everything is already happening, everything is already unfolding in divine order, you will see that things begin to flow effortlessly toward you. You have now entered a time of ease and grace, where everything you've been working toward begins to show up in miraculous ways. Remember that the process of manifestation doesn't stop with the initial signs of progress. It continues to unfold layer by layer until your desires are fully realized. The universe will continue to bring people, opportunities, and circumstances into your life that will further align you with your highest good. It's important to remain open, to stay receptive to the blessings that are coming your way. The universe has no limits, and neither do you. The waiting was just a preparation for the magnitude of the blessings that are about to unfold. As you move forward, be mindful of your thoughts. The mind is a powerful tool, and the more you focus on what you want rather than what you don't want, the quicker you will see your desires come to fruition. When doubt arises, gently shift your thoughts back to the truth, that everything you've been waiting for is already on its way. The waiting was necessary to prepare your heart, to prepare your mind, and to prepare your soul for the blessings that are now unfolding before you. And just as the universe has been preparing you for this moment, it will continue to prepare you for the next chapter of your journey. This is not a destination, it's a step on an endless path of growth, abundance, and transformation. The more you align yourself with your true purpose, the more you will see your desires unfold in ways that you could never have imagined. Each manifestation is a stepping stone to greater and greater things. As you walk this path, remember that the universe is always working on your behalf. You are always in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. As the manifestations of your desires begin to materialize, know that it's only the beginning. The universe is always expanding, always bringing you new opportunities, new blessings, and new experiences. Your journey has only just begun, and the best is yet to come. The waiting is over, but your journey is far from over. In fact, it's just getting started. So now, as you stand in this moment of transition, step forward with confidence. Know that the universe has heard your prayers, felt your desires, and is now bringing them into your reality. Trust that everything is unfolding as it should, and that your divine plan is in motion. The waiting is over. The time has come for you to embrace all the blessings that are now flowing into your life. The universe is abundant, and so are you. The divine plan has always been unfolding around you, even when you couldn't see it. It has been quietly working behind the scenes, shaping the events of your life, putting all the pieces into place. Your journey has not been random. Every moment, every setback, every leap of faith has had a purpose. You have been on a journey of awakening, one that has led you here to this very moment of realization. And now, as the fog begins to clear, you can see that everything has been aligning perfectly all along. The waiting that you have experienced was never meant to be a punishment or a period of lack. It was a time for refinement. It was a time for your soul to mature, for your consciousness to expand, and for you to become the person who could step into the fullness of your divine purpose. You had to learn to trust, to believe, and to know deep in your heart that what you desired was already on its way. And now you are ready. Your waiting is over. The promises that have been made are about to be fulfilled. As you reflect on the past, on the moments where you felt discouraged or impatient, remember that those were not times wasted. Every moment of waiting was an essential part of your preparation. The person you are today is not the same as the person you were when you began this journey. You have been shaped, molded, and refined by every experience, every challenge, and every triumph. And now, you stand at the threshold of your next chapter, ready to receive the abundance that is coming your way. In those moments of doubt, you may have questioned the process. You may have wondered if it was ever going to happen. But now, with clarity, you can see that it was always happening. The universe was aligning the perfect people, opportunities, and circumstances at precisely the right time. And now, as you stand on the edge of this great unfolding, you can feel the energy shifting. The waiting is over, and the time for manifestation is now. This is the moment you have been preparing for. Everything you have envisioned for your life, everything you have desired is beginning to materialize. It may not come all at once, but it is already in motion. The universe is responding to your vibration, to the energy you've been putting out into the world. You have been sending out signals of faith, of belief, and of trust, and now the universe is sending those things back to you in the form of opportunities, blessings, and new beginnings. The waiting has allowed you to become stronger in your faith, stronger in your belief that you are worthy of the blessings that are about to come. You have learned that patience is not about doing nothing. It's about trusting the process and allowing things to unfold naturally. You have become more attuned to the divine timing that governs your life. You have learned to let go of the need to control everything and instead surrender to the flow of life. And now, because you have been in alignment with this flow, everything is coming together. You have experienced moments of uncertainty, yes, but in those moments you have learned to trust your intuition. You have learned to listen to the whispers of your soul, guiding you toward your purpose. And now, as you stand here ready to step into the fullness of your divine plan, you can feel the excitement of what's to come. The waiting has allowed you to develop the faith that the universe is always working for you, not against you. It has been preparing you to step into your power, to step into your abundance, and to fully embrace the life that is waiting for you. You might look around and see others in different stages of their own journeys, and that's okay. Their path is not your path. Your journey is unique, and the timing of your blessings is uniquely yours. The waiting was necessary to prepare you for this moment. You couldn't have received the fullness of what is now coming into your life if you had not taken the time to grow, to trust, and to surrender. Now, with open arms, you are ready to receive. But remember, the unfolding of your divine plan doesn't mean that everything will be perfect. There will still be challenges, but these challenges will no longer feel like roadblocks. They will be stepping stones that help you grow even more, that help you refine your vision and your understanding. The universe will continue to expand with you, bringing new experiences, new insights, and new opportunities to help you evolve. Your waiting was never about stagnation, it was about evolution. Now, as the universe begins to unfold the blessings that have been waiting for you, you must remain vigilant. You must remain grounded in your faith, in your trust, and in your belief that everything is happening as it should. Every manifestation that comes into your life is just a reflection of the work you've done internally. The external world is simply a mirror of your internal world. What you have believed, what you have trusted, and what you have felt is now becoming tangible. You are not just waiting for the blessings, you are becoming the person who deserves them. You have already done the work, and now the universe is delivering. It is important to stay aligned with the energy of receiving. You must remain open and receptive to all that is coming your way. Do not close yourself off out of fear or doubt. Remember that the universe operates on the principle of attraction. If you are in alignment with your desires, they will come to you effortlessly. The waiting is over, and now the time has come to accept what is rightfully yours. The universe is always conspiring in your favor, always bringing you closer to the fulfillment of your deepest desires. When doubt tries to creep in, when fear tries to shake your faith, remember this: the universe is infinite, and so are you. There are no limits to what you can achieve. There are no limits to the blessings that are available to you. The only limits that exist are the ones you place on yourself. And now you are ready to break free from those limitations. You are ready to expand into the fullness of who you are, to embrace the divine plan that is already unfolding before you. Your waiting has prepared you for this moment, and now you can step forward with full confidence that your desires are already manifesting. You are not alone in this journey. The divine is always with you, guiding you, supporting you, and nudging you toward your highest good. The universe is constantly speaking to you, showing you the way, and providing you with everything you need to fulfill your purpose. The waiting was a time for you to strengthen your connection with the divine, to build that trust and faith that will carry you through every moment of your life. And now, as you step into the fullness of your manifestation, you can feel that divine connection more clearly than ever before. The time of waiting has given you the clarity you needed to see the truth of your divine plan. You are here for a reason. You are not just a passive observer in your life. You are an active participant in the unfolding of your destiny. Every thought, every feeling, every action you take is contributing to the manifestation of your desires. The waiting has been part of your process of alignment. Now everything is aligning perfectly for you to step into your greatest good. Your waiting was never in vain. It was the preparation for this moment, for the fulfillment of your heart's deepest desires. The universe has always known when the right time would be for you to receive your blessings. The divine plan has been unfolding all along, and now, as you step into your abundance, you can see that every step, every decision, every moment has been leading you to this perfect time. You are now ready to embrace all that is coming to you. The waiting is over. You have already been chosen. As you stand on the precipice of this new beginning, remember that everything you have been through, every moment of waiting, every challenge, every triumph, has led you to this moment. The divine plan that has been unfolding around you is now coming into full bloom, and you are ready to step into the life that you have always dreamed of. The waiting was never a time of absence. It was a time of preparation, a time for you to grow, to trust, and to align with your highest good. And now, as the universe responds to the energy you've been putting out, Your desires are beginning to manifest in tangible ways. Know that you are worthy of all the blessings that are coming your way. Your faith, your patience, and your trust have created the space for miracles to unfold. The divine is always working on your behalf, guiding you, supporting you, and leading you toward your destiny. Your waiting is over, and your time is now. Embrace the unfolding of your divine plan with open arms and a heart full of gratitude. The universe has been waiting for you to realize that everything you need is already within reach. Now is the time to step forward, knowing that all the doors you've been waiting for are about to open wide. Trust in the process, trust in the timing, and trust that everything is unfolding perfectly. You are ready.